Firefighters ran extinguished 3-alarm fire on 242 Allery Boulevard on Sunday morning at 4:34, and to find heavy flames spread rapidly 3 times the housing. 3 people from the same family were taken to hospital with critical injuries. Third was pronounced dead on Sunday later. Firefighters. At least 14 people were injured in the big fire. He said, "This was a difficult and dangerous operation," Yosh said. John Esposito, chief of fire operations. "When you have a heavy fire on more than one floor of a building, it is time-consuming to extinguish." A fire early in the morning appeared on Crown Heights on Sunday and killed 3 people. At the same time, while trying to extinguish the fire, they make searches with heavy fever and on it, said Esposito. Mayor Eric Adams said that fire was not spread to the buildings next to early hours on Sunday. "We are very lucky to contain the damage on both sides," he said. "You don't see it spread to both sides. Buildings. This is a miracle." The neighbors who woke up in a cloud of heavy smoke said that burnt victims saw that they were removed from the roasted building on stretcher. The neighbors were part of the same family of 3 people killed in the fire. Jason Thompson said he woke up in middle of night to use bathroom and saw a thick smoke pouring from bricks to his house. He said to Thompson Post, 44-year-old, "I have 4 children aged 4 to 18, so I just focused on taking everyone." As his family emerged safely, Thompson said, "It looked like a barbecue." He said, "To put on a stretcher," he said. It took about 2 hours to extinguish the big fire of firefighters. Thompson says that the next door, a grandmother who has been loved by everyone for 40 years, is granted to a grandmother. Thompson and other neighbors defined the deceased person as Mrs. West, son Mike and his grandson Jamal. He described 7 neighbors as a beloved neighborhood grandmother, son and grandson. "I know him for 40 years. Only cute people grew up with their children and grandchildren." His 39-year-old wife, Veronica Thompson, said to God that he woke up husband before filling his homes and called fire in the early hours of the morning. Another neighbor, 42-year-old Joseph Cohen, the first intervention teams in one of the burned victims of chest compressions. He said, "FDNY said the fire was injured 14 people. Firefighters burned the men. I saw them downloaded the ambulance." A neighbor, a 28-year-old woman who wants to be named, said that the family has suffered several tragic losses in recent years. "I can't believe Mrs. West went. Son only of a heart attack and her husband 4 or 5 years ago." The reason for the fire is still under investigation. Blaze also left a firefighter with serious but life-threatening injuries. FDNY said the firefighters responded to the scene within 3 minutes and 20 seconds.